Hello everyone, Mike Joy, Darrell Waltrip, and Fox Sports welcoming you to tonight's coverage of the Capital City 400 from Richmond.
Mike, most of the drivers consider this track to be their favorite. They love racing here. They like the open spaces that you have in the corners, kind of get 2 or 3 wide. It's fast, but not too fast. Close, yeah, maybe too close.
Boy, that curving front straightaway, that takes its toll.
It does, Mike. It wears you out. This place is a lot more physical than it looks like.
When they started here in the early 50s, this was a half-mile dirt track. Now at 3/4 of a mile with a looping front straightaway, many drivers say this is the perfect combination of short track and super speedway. Let's find out.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Richmond Raceway for the 9th race of NASCAR 15 season, and the caution is already going to come out right now as we sail it off into turn 1 and 2. As we get into Ricky Stenhouse Jr., spin him off behind us, he's going to wipe out. Caution will come out just like that. We bounce off the wall, and oh my god, we got a car stuck on the bottom of the racetrack because of a crash in qualifying where we destroyed Ty Dillon, but because this is another day, different attempt, it ends up being Ryan Blaney's car who was stuck sitting there on the apron. And Stenhouse spins out, brings us the first caution of this race here at Richmond. We are going to stay on the racetrack here and restart in 14th with 38 laps to go. We'll see how far we can get with the car stuck on the backstretch in this race before the game really starts to break. We've seen this before. We've seen it last season. Happened to us at Michigan. We were forced to forfeit the race, giving Casey Kane his first win of the season. We banged doors with Greg Biffle and AJ Allmendier, moving to 3 and 4, forcing our way forwards, trying to do the best we can to avoid this glitch and do whatever it takes to survive. 4 getting abused back here by Kyle Busch, Ty Dillon, Giuliano, Austin Dillon, Giuliano, Kurt Busch going by us. This is just the grip we have at Richmond. It's Richmond itself, racing Richmond, and our car is way too tight. We do not have nearly necessary just reducing. We're already getting turned halfway down the backstretch by the 43 Eric Almirola, and there's Stenhouse and they're hitting cars behind us. We avoided Blaine at the time. Stenhouse banging cars in the wall behind us. We battled Danica, contact right there, fighting hard. Oh, what a wiggle and what a save, fighting for 35th at the back, sending it in deep to get by a bunch of guys. We're gonna bounce off the wall. For some reason, they're gonna toss a yellow for that. That wasn't even a wreck. This is outrageous. This is unfair. I can't believe they tossed the yellow for that. We bounced off the wall and we kept going. After we did 14.95, first, this is out for me for some reason. I mean, that's BS. The 43 wipes out behind us. So now we're under caution. We're going to try to work our way down pit road if we can. We are going to come down and try to pit here as we work our way down towards this backstretch here on pit road. And you're going to see as cars try to come down pit road, we're going to come to a stop. Because of Blaney's sitting car there on the apron, it's going to be a glitch as we expected. He's going to be stuck there on the apron, and now we're going to be stuck here, sitting here for hours before we ever get a chance to pit. I mean, like, we're stuck right now. We're going absolutely nowhere. Trying whatever we can to move forwards, but we're stuck. The game is glitched, and, like, yeah, this is just how it's going to be. So, I waited, patiently waited. 33 minutes later, we're still stuck here, 65 yards from pit road with half the field wrecked. The bloody pace car is in this wrecked, and we're just sitting here like a duck going nowhere because there's cars parked everywhere, and the game is just going to break. So it's pretty much over for us right now. So we're going to sit here. We're going to just sit and await our fate right now. See what happens as we're just waiting here, stuck behind Earnhardt Jr., Ty Dillon, Michael Waltrip. We ain't going anywhere right now. So we just wait. And the game glitch. I mean, this sucks. The game glitches like this, unfortunately, on PC. It's just unfortunate, but it is the way it is right now. So we are going to actually soon enough, we're going to make our way into photo mode here and to at least check out. Look, there's a pace car. I can see the pace car right now, literally backing up into Michael Waltrip right now. What is going on? This has to be one of the weirdest situations I ever found myself in this game. So we're just going to go to photo mode. You know, you get a view, check out what's happening. You know, go forward. We're going to check it out. We're going to look up here. We're just going to look around. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Look at all the cars just completely stopped in front of us. They can't make it to pit road. This is stupid. See, there's Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, Truex, and Hamlin. These guys are stuck up against the SIR. I mean, we're taking photos here for the thumbnail right now. We got these guys stuck up here against the wall right now. And if we go down, we're going to see the rest of everyone else. We see Harvick down there, Bain, Larson, and look at all these guys. Everyone's stuck. There's nowhere you can go right now. And now we find the pace car. The pace car is nestled in here alongside Taylor Jr. and just barely in front of myself right now. I mean, what kind of tomfoolery is this that we are witnessing here at Richmond? I mean, this is outrageous. This is crazy. We're all stuck back here, so there you go. Get a photo of the pace car literally being stuck. I think that's a problem last time I checked. So we're going to retire like we did at Michigan. Unfortunately, sacrifice the race. DNF, therefore, giving Denny Hamlin the points. As Denny Hamlin scores your winner. So Denny Hamlin, now a two-time winner this season, becoming our championship rival already. We are, of course, second in the points now with our 3 wins at Edwards, Biffle, Kane, Dale Jr., Kenseth, Harvick, McMurray, Tony Stewart, Cole Witt, Clint Boyer, AJ Allmendinger, Jeff Gordon, Truex, Larson, Kurt Busch, Vickers in that playoff chase grid area of the points. Logano down there 20th, Kyle Busch 23rd. You got Keselowski in 26th. You're going to find Blaney down 33rd. And last in the points is going to be Michael Waltrip. Now we're going to move on because it's going to be doubleheader here because the episode was so short. We're heading on to Talladega.
Welcome to the world's fastest super speedway, Talladega, Alabama, and Fox Sports coverage of the Aaron's 499.
You know, Mike, everybody complains about restrictor plates on these cars at Daytona and Talladega. The cars may be restricted, but the racing isn't, Mike. It's going to be wild and crazy today. You better hang on to your helmet.
Well, Darrell, will we see pack racing or the two-car tandem?
I think you'll see a combination of both, but I think the guys that can break out at the end, a two-car tandem, that's what will win this race.
Talladega has a great history of thrilling action, and for some reason it tends to favor first-time winners. Wonder if we'll get one of those this afternoon.
Hello everybody and welcome to Talladega Super Speedway. As we now move on to race number 10 of this NASCAR 15 season after the glitch that ended race number 9. We qualified ourselves in the 12th position. We're going to get back underway here at Talladega. Brad Keselowski on the pole, looking to find himself to get in the victory lane for the first time this season. Of course, made the championship 4 last season, battled myself, Jimmy Johnson, the car that we're driving now, and Casey Kane for the championship. Of course, ultimately, we prevailed in Dale Jr.'s cars. Now we try to battle Ryan Newman here. A big contact with Josh Wise at 98. Slam him down the racetrack. He hits a whole bunch of guys behind us. They save it. They keep it going green and in the right direction. We slide into 11th now, chasing down the 35 of Cole Witt for his position inside the top 10. As we try to stay in this draft and get our first career win at Talladega. As of course, last season, in both races at Talladega, the first race, we ended up salvaging 20th. And the second race, we lost in a photo finish, finishing 3rd. Oh, hard in the wall there for Jeb Burton and somebody else behind us, and Cole Witt. No caution. So now we're in 9th underneath Denny Hamlin. Moved by him in the back number, Kyle Busch. Don't know what I was thinking right there. We bump into Kyle Busch. That cost us a spot. Now through the tri-oval, we already lost another spot to Allgaier, Stewart, and Truex down to 12th place down to lap 2 with 18 laps to go. Now David Gillen's battling for the lead right now as we now move back to the inside here of Martin Truex Jr. and Tony Stewart, trying to work up by Allgaier now inside the top 10. Big shot of the 18 to Kyle Busch, wheel up the racetrack, some contact, big contact made with Kyle Busch. That costs us a lot of time. The outside just trains by us. And we go from possibly moving into 8th place. We fall all the way back to 12th now, trying to slide in front of Kyle Busch, but we're stuck behind him right now. We've given a little bit of contact there as we're in 12th. Now we're going to go by the outside of the 32 by Labonte. Force Kyle Busch up out of the groove there. 4 wide bys on the outside of Vickers now moving into 10th. What a move. Now we're going to go by the 15 of Clint Boyer. We're right here. We're just going to come down the track here. Clip him in. There goes the 15 of Boyer behind us. He spins out, and the first caution of the day is out here at Talladega as we sail by the entire pack right here. Slam the wall afterwards just for good measure because why not? And so you see right here, we just come down the track right in front of the 15 Clint Boyer. That's completely my fault. We just completely wipe out the 15 off the bumper of Bobby Labonte. And Clint Boyer spins back. Minor contact with the pack back there. I mean, some big hits, though. There's some big hits back there. There's cars spinning everywhere back there. The caution comes out for Boyer wrecking. So we're going to stay on the racetrack here. Restart in 6th place alongside Brad Keselowski. With Truex, Tony Stewart, Denny Hamlin in front of us with your race leader, Kurt Busch. Back underway here with 16 laps to go at Talladega. We try to get our way here. Stay in this draft. Stay tight, not lose too much time. Got Keselowski to our inside, Truex to our outside. We're going to fit right in behind Keselowski and in front of Ryan Blaney here to stick with the bottom line. We move Keselowski up out of the way. We're now 3 wide for 3rd place. We're moving on this restart here at Talladega. We're making moves. We clear both of them. Now go to take 2nd from Tony Stewart. Big run there is inside. We take the position. Now go to block the 21 of Ryan Blaney. while trying to take the lead from the 41 of Kurt Busch. Some kind of Stewart bounces off the wall back there. Oh my goodness, a caution's going to come out. The second caution of the day here at Talladega has come out. I have no idea why the caution just came out right there, but we're going to find out here with Tony Stewart getting up on the wall. It caused a huge stack up that caused Trevor Bayne to be punted by Jeff Gordon and spun down the inside wall. And that's why we're into caution. Trevor Bayne crashing down the back straightaway from the side effects from that stack up with Tony Stewart. So we stay on the racetrack once again, restarting the race lead alongside 41 Kurt Busch, already making contact here on the trioval leading up to the front straightaway. More contact with Kurt Busch up towards the wall there. We eventually get off, falling behind him as we were supposed to, and then we just destroy Brad Keselowski. We say, see ya, pal. We send him basically spinning to the inside, safer barrier there on the inside wall. He takes a significant hit, but we stay green. He loses a draft, but we stay green and continue on racing as we try to draft back up to the 41 of Kurt Busch here. Try to get some help from the 11 of Denny Hamlin behind us. We have to block aggressively to tame him here and to help him give us a shove here so we can try to move it. Now we block Dale Jr., our Hendrick teammate, on the bottom line. Let Denny Hamlin cook on that outside. And now you get a big round the inside of the 41 of Kurt Busch here into 3 and 4. He's just going to stay in the middle line, and we're going to drive right by the 41 of Kurt Busch, and we are now leading at Talladega over our Hendrick teammate of Dale Earnhardt Jr. With Ryan Newman behind him, we clear Kurt Busch. Myself, we slide up to the top to try to block Ryan Newman. Back down to block Dale Jr. Very aggressive blocking going on right now as we try to hold this lead right now and get our first career win at Talladega. We lead our first lap of the day here on lap 6 now. On this 13 laps to go on. So Junior being super aggressive. We slam the wall trying to block, and there's going to be nearly some contact there with Michael Annett and Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick. And now we slide down to 5th behind Danica Patrick, slide line on the bottom line. Got to go back to the top here to get that draft blocking Cole Witt and Brian Vickers right now. Cole actually gave us a shot right there. Helped us out a little bit down this back straightaway. As we now catch up on Danica, big run to the bottom line here, flying by Danica on the inside. Go by Michael Annett, we're going to give the bumper to the 4, Kevin Harvick, and there he goes! Harvick into the wall hard, and we slam Blaney as well, and the third caution will come out here at Talladega. A hard crash behind us. Harvick and Blaney went head on to the outside wall as we can slow him down to come down to pit. For the caution we see right here, we had such a big run on the back of Harvick. We know we gave him a bump, and then he came up and just turned him hard, head on the inside wall, sent Michael Annett and Cole Witt spinning, and a huge lick for Kevin Harvick there on the outside wall. Blaney also took a significant hit against the outside wall. Now we're going to come down pit road here to get fuel and tires. We restart back in 19th here alongside the Danica. We go underneath Eric Almirola and Kyle Larson here, already trying to make moves on the restart. We're flying already in this restart here at Talladega. We slot in line now in 16th, going by David Gilliland. Pull Michael Annett and Jeb Burton through right here with 11 laps to go. Going by Casey Mears now on the bumper, the 14 of Tony Stewart. We go underneath him, so you can see we're charged up in the top 10 now. Go by Tony Stewart, and work by Carl Edwards. Huge wiggle, what a save by himself. Austin Dillon, Josh Wise, that gets us in the 9th now. So try to draft back up to the 4 of Kevin Harvick, who just crashed viciously on the last caution, but apparently he stayed out on the racetrack because he said, why not? I'm still alive. Now you gotta throw a huge block in the 26 Jeb Burton all the way up to the wall. Oh my goodness, we nearly wrecked blocking Jeb right there. But now we're gonna get a big run on the back of the 32 of Bobby Labonte. He's starting to lose that lead draft. We're gonna draft up to him right now. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. leading this race right now. He's a good super speeder racer, so I'm not terribly surprised right now. But we got close up to Bobby Labonte. David Gillen's gonna have a big run on the bottom here on the inside of the 26 of Jeb Burton. We ditch Burton, work with Gillen, and fly by the outside 32 of Bobby Labonte now. 10 laps to go now. We move into the 8th position. Throw a huge block at David Gillen, and we made that work. As then we dropped up to the pack in front of us, the lead pack here. Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, Justin Allgaier dropped into the middle. Casey Kane up there. I think chaos is really starting to happen now. Jeff Gordon, our teammate who wrecked us twice last episode of Bristol, is giving us a big shot here. He's big down the backstretch, gaining the 51. Justin Allgaier. We go right along the inside of Allgaier, go right by him here. Heavy side draft. We clear the 51 into 7th now, getting run on our other Hendrick Motorsports teammate, Casey Kane and Dale Jr. All the 4 Hendrick boys all together here to give the bumper to the 88 Jr. Up in the track into Stenhouse. Oh, up in the wall. They save it. Casey Kane bangs off of them. They all save it. We're now into 3rd place. Now Bobby Labonte pulls out on Jeff Gordon to the inside lane. And these intense battles for position continue. Now getting on Yaley and Harvick. We try to clear Yaley, go outside Harvick. We get clipped into the wall. We go into Harvick. Contact, and we're spinning down the track with Bobby Labonte. And a big hit, and the caution will come overside back up the racetrack. Watch out! And the caution comes out. We try to fit in between Yale and Harvick. We hit the wall into Harvick and get hooked by the 32 of Bobby Labonte. He goes crashing hard the inside wall, bangs into us, sends us right back up the racetrack. And the caution comes out. And we're going to drop all the way back to 42nd. We're going to stay out now with 7 laps to go. Restart in the 20th position on the outside of the 6 of Trevor Bayne. trying to get our way to this W right now. Working with him, Brad Keselowski, Jamie Perry back in front of us. I mean, significant contact with 6 of Trevor Main there, trying to force him out of the way so we can get this inside lane. We're really making contact with him, but we can't clear him. It's too risky. We direct ourselves. So we lay off of him and try to just draft up calmly to Brad Keselowski. Now we force clear Trevor Main there with an aggressive downwards block right there. Trying to close in on Brad Keselowski down the backstretch.
R1 back. Still right behind you. Good drafting, buddy, right there. Nice and smooth. On your bumper.
And now we move here through 3 and 4. We've now caught closer to Brad Keselowski through the draft. Closing in on him, Martin Truex Jr., Clint Boyer, that group ahead of us. Now we're on the inside of Keselowski. Boyer, 4th position, go by Josh Wise. Kyle Busch, 4 wide, 4th position now. It is getting aggressive here in this early portion of the pack. We're 3 wide for 15th of the line. 6 laps to go now at Talladega. Kevin Harvick still leads. We're getting into it back here. Aggressive moves. We're going to give the 78 to Martin Truex Jr. We're going to lift, still give him a big shot. He's going to wiggle up out of our way. Just because of the sheer force of that massive checkup, we force clear him there. Work our way up into 12th now. Are gaining on Ty Dillon, Newman, McMurray up in front of us. We're going to pull him 3 wide. Huge stack up. Big contact with the 1. But we continue on the inside. He'll have a huge run through the middle. Who the hell is that? That's David Gillen hauling the mail. Now into by 66 of Michael Waltrip. Now into 7th place. Trying to work this inside, going by Waltrip K now into the top 5 here. Now working against 60 to Michael Waltrip. He's looking to come down pit road. He will come down pit road, completely stack us up. What is this bozo doing? Half the field so down come to pit road. We just lose the drive completely. Now we're stuck between a rock and a hard place back here in 9th place, 10th. We're just losing spots left already. Hit by Josh Wise. Huge wiggle. What a save. As we work with Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Dale Earnhardt Jr., Carl Edwards here trying to hold whatever positions we can. With 5 laps to go, it's getting dicey. Edwards now to our outside is going to get around us. We're going to try to force up in the fence. Jet burn, that doesn't work. Now we're stuck 14th, so completely lost from this lead pack. Trying to work with Dale Jr. to get some passes here by the 26th to 19th. We're going to go 3 wide here and move our way back up into 11th place. We're going to see who comes down pit road this time. We have to be much, much more weary and aware of the guys coming down pit road. It's, I guess fuel mileage starting to become a thing here. Strategy of this race coming to 4 laps to go. Huge block down on the 26 of Burton there. Down goes Wise, Newman, Ty Dillon. Now we're in 8th place. Trying to close in on the pack that's 0.8 of a second ahead of us right now. Of course, there are some concerns if we'll actually end up catching them or not. 4 laps to go at Talladega. The 26, a big run at the bottom. We block Jeb. Get a big run now on the 14 of Tony Stewart up ahead there in 7th. We're actually closing in on this pack. We might have a shot at this win. We may not be done yet. Casey Kane, though, leading the race. He got through that crazy restart the best. Now, big run on the back of Tony. We're going to shoot by him. He's going to try to block. We're going to make contact. He nearly wrecks. We go by Stewart. Now working with Allmendinger. Fly by Kyle Busch and Harvick now. Working by Paul Menard. You can wiggle him up out of the way. We're now into 3rd place here at Talladega. What a charge through the pack we have just made. Now blocking the 43. Gaining on Gilliland and Casey Kane. Coming to 3 laps here at Talladega. The 43 Eric Almo. A huge run on the bottom. We cannot block that. We tried. Then we get bigger on the outside. The 5 of Casey Kane. 3 wide on the outside. Here comes Gilliland. He blocks us, almost wrecking. Oh, what a save. 3 wide for the lead. 3 laps to go. The battle's unbelievable. Almirola clear for the lead. We try to force going down. There's some contact. Down the track we go. And back up the track. There's some big hit for Dale Jr. And that huge one is underway at Talladega. We're all wrecking. And we're under a green, white, checkered. For the first time here at Talladega. A huge wreck to cause overtime. Behind us, I mean, half the field. I mean, the whole rest of the field's done wrecked behind us. See right here, we clipped Earnhardt Jr., who goes head on into the outside wall. Huge hit. He DNFs. Danica wrecks Blaney, the whole field back there. McDowell, Harvick, we go spinning, Allmendinger, and a huge crash. All your leaders destroyed. Dale Jr. DNFs with, I believe, Jeb Burton in the 26. So now we restart. We stay on the racetrack. Restart in 3rd. Barely enough fuel left. 2 laps to go in NASCAR overtime Talladega. Eric Almirola and Justin Allgaier, your front row. What a duo. As we side draft AJ Allmendinger here for the 3rd position, trying to stay in contention to get our first Talladega win. We had heartbreak in the playoffs last season, of course. Coming up short in that photo finish with Michael Annette. And now Almirola leads. All right, we're trying to clear Allmendinger. We just don't have the momentum to clear Allmendinger right now. Now we're in a real bad spot down the backstretch. Stuck here trying to fit in the outside lane and get some drafts. Here, bang doors with Tony Stewart right there, dropping down to 5th now. Here comes the 34, David Reagan, a huge block throw in the 51, slowing down on the bottom now. Justin Allgaier, we work with him though because we're in the draft now. We go high on the middle. I'm not sure what lane to choose. I don't know who's going to pay, who's going to do what. I want to go by Allmendinger, so we stick low here behind the 51 of Justin Allgaier. Get his draft. He's going to start checking up in front of us, so he's going to pit. What a dumbass. He just checks up right in front of us. Allmendinger now sailing away with the race lead as we are alongside Michael Waltrip. White flag in the air. Final laps by Colonel Bank at Talladega. AJ Allmendinger looking for his first win this season, as we fall back to 4th behind McMurray and Michael Waltrip. As now we try to draft up to the 166 who fly by the 47 of Allmendinger, who's now going to get trained by the entire field and drop like a rock through the pack out of contention. Now gaining on the 1 of McMurray and the 66 of Michael Waltrip. Who's it going to be? Bigger than the last lap. What are we going to do? We drop behind him and we're going to sail to the bottom. 3 wide for the lead in turn 3. What a move. We go right by McMurray and Michael Waltrip and take the lead through 3 and 4 on the final lap at Talladega. Is it finally going to happen? Are we finally going to get it done here at Talladega? McMurray and Truex now. Big runs behind us. We go to block Truex's run down low. We go to block McMurray high. Back down to Truex low. Back to block McMurray. There's contact. We're wrecking across the line, but we finally win at Talladega. And a photo finish, crashing across the start finish line into the 1 of Jamie McMurray and into the wall we went. What an unbelievable finish we just witnessed. A huge block thrown, and it works in our favor to win the race. And now we're going to burn it down in celebration here at Talladega of this unbelievable win we just pulled off by making it happen. That late block, wrecking ourselves, but it was across the start finish line, so therefore we won over Truex and Jamie McMurray. What a move. That was unbelievable. So we get it done. Big burnouts, big donuts in front of the fans. Our first career win at Talladega. So now we've won at every Super Speedway, Daytona and Talladega. Check Talladega off the list for tracks that we have now won at. And I see the final race results now after we celebrate victory lane with the crew. Now the final race results here after the Talladega. Of course, we are your winner, leading 4 laps. We win the race. Jamie McMurray, runner-up. Truex in 3rd. Ty Dillon comes home 4th. Casey Kane 5th. Regan Smith 6th. Paul Menard 7th. Ricky Stenhouse 8th. Josh Wise 9th. And David Reagan rounds out your top 10 here at Talladega. Find Jeff Gordon finishing in 13th. Logano in 16th. Keselowski 17th. Kenseth 18th. Kyle Busch 21st. Hamlin 25th. Then you're going to see Boyer in 30th, Newman 31st, Everett 32nd, Harvick 33rd, Tony Stewart 37th, Blaney 38th, Kurt Busch 39th, Kyle Larson in 40th, then Dale Jr. and Jeb Burton DNF from that huge wreck that caused overtime. So we're your winner here in Talladega for the first time. You're our winner at Talladega. Now you see the updated standings. Of course, we're going to shoot back to the top of the board now as a 4-time winner. Your points leader over Denny Hamlin, who's 2-time winner. Second right there, then Casey Kane, Jamie McMurray, Carl Edwards, Greg Biffle, Truex, Harvick remain in the top 10 in points. Matt Kenseth is there, but he has a win, so he's safe into the chase as of right now. As we go further down the grid here, we see Allmendinger, Jeff Gordon, who has a win, then Allmendinger Jr., Colwitt, Menard, Stenhouse, Boyer, Ty Dillon in that points area, but Tony Stewart has a win, moves the cut line up one spot. Logano's 19th in points, Keselowski 21st, Kyle Busch 23rd, Larson 25th. Then you see Newman in 29th, and you see Michael Waltrip last in the points. So we're the points leader after our first career win at Talladega. So until the next episode, I hope you all have a good one.